So we just gonna get right into it, man. My coming out story. This is it right here. Slide right in. Slide right in. Take off. You know what it is and what it ain't. You know what you came here for, man. Don't be acting like you didn't click on this video for a reason. And if you clicked on this video, you should be subscribed to my channel already. And if you're not, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, man. Hit that like button for me. Have a conversation with me in the comment section. You already know, man. Like this video. Show me some love, man. Let's get it. Let's get it to 200, man. Let's get it to 200 tonight. So, my coming out story is quite lengthy, man. You know what I'm saying? It goes very far back, you know what I'm saying? So, if you want to go ahead and grab a snack, grab a drink, and come back and chill to watch this video, go ahead and do that. I'm going to give you some time to do that, you know what I'm saying? Go heat something up in the microwave with some. We still gonna be right here, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't followed me on my social media sites, they're in the beginning and the end of all of my videos, you know what I'm saying? So if you didn't do that already, you slacking, bro. You slacking. Because that's where I post on my daily events, man. If you want to see me on a daily basis, that's where I'm at. Snapchat, Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming with a Twitter soon. I'm coming out with a Twitter. And I also wanted to let you guys know, I just downloaded the app, so I don't have like no kind of username or nothing like that. But I'm going to start getting on Live Me. If you guys want to watch my lives and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all really care to do that. But enough announcements, man. Let's get right into it. This is what you guys came to this video for, so that's what I'm going to give y'all. And if you want to hear that song, I'm going to leave it in the description box below. Go check out my brother's YouTube channel, man. He has that whole project. So go show some love if you fuck with that song. I know you do. So go show that nigga some love, man. I'm gonna leave the song in the description box below, and that whole project you can find on that channel. So if you guys want to go listen to that music, respect his hustle, you know what I'm saying? So we just gonna get right into it, man. My coming out story. This is it right here. I know that somebody out there needs to hear my coming out story so that it makes them stronger to come out to their parents, and I definitely encourage that. But we gonna leave that for the end of the video. Man, I'm not good at like dates or nothing like that. But a very long time ago, I would say I was in middle school. I had a little situation at the time where I was actually talking to this girl over the phone and stuff like that, and my parents actually knew who the girl was because it was actually one of my dad's friends' daughters.
He needs some milk.
It was one of my dad's friends' daughters that I was talking to at the time. Nobody ever had a clue. This is from the very beginning. So nobody ever had a clue that I was gay at all. And I would dress in whatever my mom wanted me to dress in. That's what I dressed in, you know what I'm saying? So nobody ever even had a clue that I was gay at all. I didn't even have a clue that I was gay, but I was talking to a girl. But I didn't consider myself gay at the time. I was just like, you know, I thought that it was normal. I didn't really know that there was a name for it, you know what I'm saying? I just talked to her because I just talked to her. And I didn't think about me not liking boys, or I didn't question any of that, you know what I'm saying? I had been talking to her for a very, very long time at that time. And I would come to Florida for the summers. I'd been talking to this girl for a minute. I didn't really think nothing of it, but I gained trust for my dad's girlfriend at the time. Me and her, you know, it was a summer, so I didn't really have nobody to hang out with. I didn't know anybody in Florida. I used to live in Jersey, so, you know, I used to come over for the summers. And I didn't really know nobody, so I used to hang out with his girlfriend all the time. She was like in her 20s and stuff. I ended up confiding in her and letting her know about this girl. And I told her about her or whatever it was. She said that she wasn't gonna say anything to anybody. She'll take it to the grave with her. Long story short, she ended up telling my dad, and my dad had to let me know because this is the way that my father is. He had to let me know about it. So we were actually in a hotel one time, and I kind of knew that it was coming because I had just recently told her. And we had, I think that day we had went to like Disney or something. And in the car, my dad was acting so obvious. Like, he was acting like something was bothering him. So I was like, damn, like, in the back of my head, I was thinking, like, fuck. Because my dad was the type of parent, he'll take my phone. He'll do all this bullshit, extra shit, man. So I was like, my dad was strict. So I was like, all right, bet. So I don't know what's going on right now, but I hope that, you know, I'm overthinking it or something. And, you know, we're in the car and he's kind of looking back at me and he's like, oh, we're going to have a conversation. Something like that he had said. And I was like, fuck. So when we got to the hotel, he took me, my sister, and my brother. I don't know why he took my sister and my brother with us, but he took me, my sister, and my brother. And we went outside and we sat on this bench and he called my mom. And I was like, look, when everybody in the table knows what's going on except for you, it's not good for you. Like, it's not going to end good for you. That's all I gotta say, bro. Because that's what it was. I was like, damn, everybody knows what's going on but me. Like, what's going on? So he ends up calling my mom, telling her about what I told his girlfriend. And I'm like, fuck, man, why the fuck did I even trust this girl? Like, you know, like, why did I even tell her my situation? If I would have never told her nothing, nobody would have ever knew. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck, man. So I'm pissed off because she went and told him when she told me that she was gonna take it to the grave. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. So then my dad calls my mom and they all start talking about it. We all start talking about it. And it's pretty obvious, you know, it's a girl, so everybody's freaking out. You know what I'm saying? My mom is crying on the phone. She's blaming it on one of my family members that is gay. She's blaming it on him because I used to hang out with him a lot and stuff like that. That's another story for another time. And I didn't really consider myself gay or nothing like that. I didn't know really what that was. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? So then I had never ever experienced anything before this with a girl. So, you know, me and this girl would just talk on the phone. It was really, really, really innocent. We did not do anything. You know, my first time kissing a girl was in the 4th grade, but it was my best friend and I didn't think anything of it. And this was after that. So once I moved to Puerto Rico, I thought about it and I was like, you know, I could be bisexual. So I was like, all right, bet. So I'm bisexual. What happened with that night is really irrelevant because everybody started freaking out and, you know, I got in trouble and stuff, but that was really when people started to get the hint. That's when I started to get the hint too. You know what I'm saying? So then after that, I went to the 9th grade and the girl that I was talking about, we kind of just didn't, we just kind of stopped talking like that. So I go to the 9th grade and I go to a different school. Now this school, I have a friend that she knows English. So me and her click really, really well because, you know, I'm more fluent in English than I am in Spanish. I can, you know, tell her a lot more things. Me and her can talk on a deeper level. You know, we know what it is to live in the United States. Everybody in Puerto Rico thinks that it's like an alien world. You know, me and her get kind of close and she has a friend. Now, me and her friend, you know, her friend had a boyfriend at the time. So if you guys want to hear about that story, let me know in the comment section below. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, her homegirl had a boyfriend at the time. So long story short, me and this girl started messing around and stuff like that. So that's when I really knew that I was gay. So I'm like, fuck, like, you know, I don't know how I can tell my parents that. You know, I started wearing, you know, things that made me more comfortable. And then we moved to Florida. Once we moved to Florida, which was when I was going to 10th grade, you know, my 10th grade year of high school, I dressed like a tomboy, but I didn't dress like, you know, I still dressed in girl clothes because that's the way that my mom and my sister were. My mom and my sister were super close and they always tried to keep me in the loop. Like, we would all get our nails done and stuff like that. Yes, I got my nails done. But I didn't really like doing that stuff. I really didn't. But I did it because I had to. you know, when you have like a Hispanic mom, you know, you gotta do what she tell you to do. So if I had to get my nails done, I had to get my nails done, and it was no questions asked about it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck, you know. And in 11th grade, I had already made my clique. You know what I'm saying? In 11th grade was when I went to prom. See how all of this is just coming together? You know what I'm saying? In 11th grade was when I went to prom. Now, when I went to prom, when I was going to prom, I told my parents straight up that we were gonna go to a hotel. They were cool with it at first, you know what I'm saying? You know, we were trying to get a hotel for after the after prom, which thank God we did not, because that would have been a fucked up ass situation. They told me that they were gonna think about it if I could do it or not, blah blah blah. You know, they weren't really saying no though, you know. So that still gave me hope, but my dumbass wants to go ahead and tell them the truth. And basically, like, I sit them down and I'm like, look, I'm going to prom with a girl. And I told them, and it was really, really hard for me to tell them that I was going to prom with a girl, because I was really intimidated. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want them to like kick me out. I didn't know how they were gonna respond. Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. So I told them basically, you know, I'm going to prom with a girl. And my parents were not having it. They were like, you're not going to a hotel, and you're not gonna start dressing like a boy. My mom was like, I do not accept it. It's not like my parents forced me not to be gay, but they just made it very clear that they did not accept it. Because after that conversation that we had, I didn't speak to my mom for a few days, because my mom was very typical Puerto Rican, you know, like it was not happening, you know what I'm saying? And so she didn't accept it at all. She had the hardest time accepting it out of her and my dad. But now my dad has the harder time because of the way that I dress and stuff like that. But at first, it was my mom that had a harder time knowing that I like girls. They didn't accept it, but I still went to prom. I still went to prom with the girl, you know what I'm saying? They weren't like, no, you can't go to prom or nothing like that. They just didn't let me go to the hotel. You know, it really just came with time. Because after my junior year of high school, my senior year came, and, you know, my senior year of high school, I met my ex. So that was like my first real relationship with a girl, you know, to be completely honest, because, you know, I would mess around, and I never really got in a relationship was with them physically, you know, with a girl. So that was kind of my first time, I'm not gonna lie, my senior year of high school. That was my first time actually being in a relationship with a girl, and it actually lasted for a long time. But when we first started, you know, I would go to her house when her mom wasn't around. And, you know, my parents, we really never like asked them for rides or anything like that. We always kind of just figured our own way out. But I do remember when I started fucking with my ex that I asked my mom to take me to my ex's house because her mom wasn't there. My mom was not having it. She was like, why do you want to go so bad? But then, you know, she started getting more comfortable with the fact that I was gay. And I eventually was able to introduce her to my girlfriend. And I started dressing the way that I dress now. You know, that all came within time, slowly but surely. But that's really how I came out to my parents. At first, it wasn't easy. You know, at first it wasn't easy to be gay. I didn't choose to be this way. This wasn't a choice for me. And just recently, I was able to come out to the rest of my family. You know, my immediate family already knew. But as far as like cousins, aunts, uncles, things like that, I just recently came out to them. I feel like I've been gay for my whole life. But, you know, it's definitely not a choice for me. So either you take it or you leave it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. You take it or you leave it. You know, at the end of the day, especially when you're a stud, if you feel me, if you a stud and you feel me, you know, there's going to be a lot of people that look at you sideways because you a stud and you're supposed to be a girl, or people call you sir by mistake, and, you know, that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in somewhere wearing a snapback and some baggy pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to call me sir by mistake sometimes. You know, it is what it is. It just happened within time. Well, I just really gave her time just to realized the reason why she became so comfortable with me being gay and so supportive is because she saw that even though I was gay, I didn't change as a person. You know what I'm saying? I was still the same person. And that's exactly what I feel like that's what a lot of parents need to see. You know, if you're coming out to your parents, or if you need help coming out to your parents or anything like that, you can always reach out to me. My door is open all the time. You know, you can reach out to me on Instagram, Snapchat. You could comment down below if you want some advice or anything like that. At the end of the day, if you're really gay, you're gonna always be gay for the rest of your life. And what that means is that either way, you're gonna have to come out. Use your best judgment. If anybody knows your parents, you know your parents. If anybody knows whoever you're trying to come out to, you know them. Because if you're trying to come out to them, that's somebody that's your loved one, that's somebody that's important in your life, that's somebody that you already know personally. So just use your best judgment. If you need any advice, you can always come to me. You know what I'm saying? I came out to all of my family, and all of my family is extremely, extremely supportive. Show me some love, bruh. Subscribe to this channel. Let's take off, man. All right. Gang.
Any worse, Stevie with his glasses off, cause I still don't see hope. Looking for a quick
200 tonight, cause I'm uploading 2 videos. I'm sorry for the horrible lighting. I'm trying to get it right. I know you feel low. I got energy. I started that's where, and her mom was not having, her mom